Hey YouTubers, Jennifer Tardy here, your career success coach, and you are on the Black Career Success channel on YouTube. Today's video is all about the 3 types of jobs that most job seekers apply to, and somewhere within the video, probably towards the end, I'm going to tell you about which job type is my preference and what's made me successful at this stage of my career. So, you ready to get started? Good. So the first type of job that I often see people apply to is the job that you are overqualified. Okay? It's a get your foot in the door type of job. Now, I'm not saying that anything is wrong with the get your foot in the door type of job, because some people choose to say, I want to work with this company, and in order to get in this company, I'm willing to take a lower level job in order to get my foot in the door. And that's fine as long as you have a plan to get back to where you need to be so that you can fully utilize your knowledge, skills, and abilities on the job. That is really, really, really important, okay? So if you do the get the foot in the door type of job, make sure that along with that you have a plan. And we're going to talk in a future video about those of you job seekers out there who are overqualified and who are trying to get back into different positions and how you can make that work for you. But that's not today. Okay, so the second type of job that people apply to is the job where they meet all of the qualifications for that position. And typically, that is the exact same job that you're doing, it's just at a different company. So for instance, and I always use the example of being a recruiter because I hire recruiters. So if I'm a recruiter, I know that recruiting here is very similar to recruiting here, and odds are I'm going to have those knowledge, skills, and abilities to get the job from here to here. My motivation typically is that I'm trying to get out of this company and go over to this company because maybe it's a better company, maybe they have, a better team there, or maybe they're paying more there, or maybe it's even in a better industry that you're interested in. So people do that often. So that's the job where you have all of the experience, and you know odds are you're probably going to get the job anyway because you are the best at what you do. Now, the third type of job is the reach job. Did you hear that? It is the reach job. It's the job that you think that you could get that job. You don't quite know, but if you got that specific job, it would knock your socks off. You would probably feel like you're on top of the world, or you're a king or a queen if you got this job. So this type of job is where you meet most of the qualifications, but maybe not all of them. And it's going to take a lot of work to make sure that you can get seen by the recruiter or the hiring manager, and to make sure that they understand all of your transferable knowledge and skills and ability. You have to bring your whole self to the table and really reach into your skill sets in order to get that job. I told you I was going to tell you which one is my preference, right? I think you know already. That reach job is always my preference. Now, when I'm in the job hunting process, I typically go 2 routes. It's the job where I do have all of the qualifications for that position, and I apply to those jobs. But I also always have that one reach job. So, for instance, when I was a recruiting manager, and I was interested in looking for other job opportunities, I would look for other recruiting manager positions. But at the same time, I would also apply to a recruiting director position. And guess what? That's how I became a recruiting director. I had to apply to that position. And I even remember going through the interviewing process that the hiring manager said to me, one of my concerns is that you don't have enough management experience. And I had to reach, and I had to share with him that, I've had organizations where I've had women connecting under that organization, and I had to lead that organization. So I have a lot of skills outside of what you formally see on my resume that should be considered for this position as well too. I think that that's what helped me get this position. So now, with the recruiting director title, then the next stretch position would be if I'm looking for a VP or higher position, right? So I always look for the position where I meet the qualifications, but I'm always going to look for that stretch position. It takes a ton of courage, but that is how people get ahead. And you'll never know how you stack up against your competition for stretch positions until you throw your bid in, until you actually try to get the job on your end. So those are the 3 types of jobs that people apply to. Remember, it's your preference which one works for you, but I always invite you to find the courage to reach for your best and your highest career potential. You like this video? If you like it, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel, visit us on blackcareersuccess.com. I'll be back for more videos. Bye.